Yes, I share him. Nadia, Yabipi or Boise, you're the Lenclay. You're witness a very good game. I become handsome. But first of all, Nyami Aduma, Echina, Black Stars of Ghana, remove ball at the Eagles of Mali. Match day 8 of FIFA 2026 World Cup qualifiers. And Ghana, as you say, Yeshebe Ababi Kutai against Mali, very good side. We need 3-0. Our last game against Comoros, and we buy into this game with full confidence. And meaning how our game is here. Kofi is here with me. I'm in the barbershop game. Kofi, say no money be here.
Absolutely, no money be here. Nyame adom ne ahwe ni no money be here as usual.
That's right. Yeah. Nyame adom Monday and the Black Stars Addo against Mali. After person may use the word abysmal, but somehow a disappointing performance against Chad. No, do you feel Addo and enough days to correct every wrongs or identify in Jamina?
When it comes to getting enough days, Nadia, it is what everybody gets. It's normal with national team football. It's a major tournament where the calendar is such that the leagues are on break. For example, the FIFA World Cup, I will be near, let's say, 2 weeks or in some cases more than 2 weeks to prepare your team for such a major tournament, right? The timing for any national team coach to prepare the team no limited, so that is why in appointing somebody to handle a national team, no, you must get somebody with limited time or that ability to work things around technically, tactically, to put the team up there performing to the expectations of football fans, right? And for me, when it comes to the number of days from last Thursday when we played against Chad, between that time and Monday against Mali, no, the timing, the days, everything around San Comono, it may not be enough, but you have to still work things around and get the best out of it. 3-4 days, it is not enough, right? But if you are up there, if the abilities of the coach was so high to be able to work around some limited time, you don't have a problem. But in our case, it may be a problem, seriously.
Well, so what sort of game are we expecting on Monday? The Black Stars, after that performance, changes going a bit by Otto, the same players with different approach and answer them. Meaning, what sort of game are we expecting on Monday?
So Komono is this. The issue with the Ghana Black Stars, and personnel and a lack of quality in terms of playing body. We've seen our players, right? We've seen a lot of them and more respective clubs in Europe, and they give us top performance. Typical example, Antoine Semenyo for Bournemouth in the Premier League. We saw him against Liverpool on the opening day of the English Premier League 2025-2026 season. Excellent performance. Even with racial abuse, he could come up and score 2 good goals against the defending champions of the English Premier League. So it is not about personnel. Look at Jordan, look at Kudus, even Inaki, right, has been poor with the national team. But when it comes to Athletic Club, I mean, he's always doing his best, and the performance is up there. If you look at the quality that we have, any PS now, mobile qualification to the World Cup now, I don't think that they have quality. The issue with your national team, the issue of quality coaching. Finito. We need a coach that can build the team, right? Technically, tactically, obetting reading the opponent and who say this is what the opponent is doing. Let me go this way to be able to beat the opponent. That is the kind of coach we need. A coach that can raise the spirit and the morale of the players to fight and play to defend the colors of the national team. And between last Thursday and Monday, the coach that I have known, the coach that I have seen in Addo, I have my doubts if he will be able to improve the team to that level where you're so competitive and impressive enough. I have my doubts, right? Okay. But the situation is such that he must do the job. We must get a decent scoreline, and in my view, in this case, a decent scoreline will be 3 maximum points for the Black Stars of Ghana.
However,
the 3 points are critical, because see, if you check the standings, Group I, Ghana Edasu lead with 16 points, but you have Comoros 15, second, you have Madagascar 13, third, and then you have Mali also following with 12 points. What that means, Nene, say, if Mali is able to get a decent scoreline on Monday at the Accra Sports Stadium, let's say a win for Mali, on points they be shooting from 12 to 15. So that will mean
one behind Ghana,
and then Madagascar is playing against the Shipping Boys in the group Chad tomorrow and on Monday at 4 p.m. They will play before Ghana Ebebo at 7 p.m. So a defeat for Ghana and a win for Madagascar. Ebema group now is so tight, because that will mean that Madagascar will come to 16, Ghana 16, Comoros 15, and then you put Mali also at 15. In that situation, it becomes very, very difficult for you to get the qualification ahead of all these teams near the World Cup. So we can lose and still qualify, but the point is that a defeat for us and a win for Madagascar against Chad, your chances of qualifying, though it is possible, but very, very difficult, which is why at home at the Accra Sports Stadium we need to win against Mali, so that the Ebekwa could a level where we can relax and feel comfortable, lead the group, and probably look for a draw and another win, then we are through, right? And per the coach's analysis, he tells everybody that on the African continent, when you are playing away, it is difficult to win. So if that is the case, and then you sitting at home playing against Mali, you allow Mali to come and beat you, right? You have a game away.
There's a defeat in
the own analogy, in the own analysis. And by the same analogy, you go and play Central African Republic away in October before you come, which is difficult. So I am saying that the game on Monday between Ghana and Mali, Ghana can lose and mathematically still stand the chance of qualifying, but the defeat will put you at a critical position. That is one. Number two, the spirit of the nation came down because we gave Chad the chance to pick almost first ever point in this group so far as the World Cup qualification is concerned, and the performance generally was very, very disappointing. So what that means is that any bad results, any scoreline be apart from a win on Monday against Mali, it will drop the confidence level of the entire nation or majority of Ghanaians, right? And when that happens, the cause say Yensaki coach Otto, because he's not demonstrated that or competent enough to coach the team, will go high. It will go that level. Ebema, the chances of staying as the head coach, right? So I mean, he needs to win and win with a very good performance on Monday.
He needs to win. It's a must-win game. Oh, me now near wishful thinking. Really, do you see Ghana winning the game on Monday?
It is possible, because if you look at the Malian side, it is not the Malian side that we used to know somewhere 2002 coming. It has dropped, and they are trying to rebuild. Until if you check Group No, when we started the qualification, they were so poor. They started poorly, so much so that Ghana, we could go to Mali and beat them by 2-1 over there. So the Malian side is not really a high-flying Malian side, right? Which is why it is possible for us to beat them, because we've beaten them in this same qualification, right? But where the confidence drops, where the confidence is not so high moving into the game, what we've seen from the coach, what we've seen from the players, and what we've seen from this team right from the qualification to the AFCON, until this stage. At some point, we were in a group with Sudan, Angola, Niger, and we could still not qualify to the next African Cup of Nations, which will be played in Morocco. And then the subsequent games, the general performance has clearly not been up there. Enti ama enye the Ghana side that those days Ghana Kobobo Obiana supporters have that belief and confidence that, oh, we are going to win. So that is where the confidence dropped. But a win is possible against Mali because Mali is not really strong. But the issue has to do with whether the coach will be up there, put things together and get the win. That is where the issue is. And then beyond the coaching bit, I think generally the attitude of Black Stars players also questionable. You see, one of the strengths or one of the weapons of a Ghanaian team in those days when Ghana were flying high, I do baby, I say Brazilians when it comes to African football, I say hard work, determination, aggression, passion, enthusiasm, right? And with that seriousness on the field, we've lost completely all these days.
All right, my final question, me here yes or no answer. Who say Ghana? Yeah, the 3 points. After tonight game, Monday game. No?
I'm not sure.
Yes or no?
I'm not sure. I can't be sure.
All right, so you can community here, but subscribe, then like your videos, no, comment, next share, so my that's a resign Edin Komobium.